Legend of Total War here with part 10 of my Stainless Steel 6.4 Let's Play campaign as the Byzantine Empire. Alright, so previously, which settlements did I conquer? I think I conquered Yerevan last time. And just conquering a few settlements here and there. Did I lose any? Yeah, we lost... What did I lose in the previous episode? I don't know, things are going pretty well though. We've now got 63 territories. We've also got our first Master Thieves Guild, which is very important. It's probably one of the most important buildings for me to get, is a bunch of these. If I can get myself a headquarters as well, that would help even more. But the thing is, since I captured that from the Holy Roman Empire, it means that I now can't build one myself. It's all because of that global bonus due to law. That will not only make us a lot of money by reducing corruption, but help us keep these fucking settlements under control as we continue to expand further and further away from the capital.
When shall we attack the wars then, my lord? We march on our victims. No matter how they beg, let none of... It is an honor to be thought they well.
Alright, how are we going to go about this? They got a little spear militia. It'd be great to burn them. Our army is looking a little bit exhausted here. It's not in the best shape. I think we just need to try and get inside without a fight, and sort it out from there. Maybe try and use the generals. They've got all their bases covered, all their main entrances. This one here does seem to be the weakest. Alright, let's go in this way. There's always a chance though that it can burn our ramp. Actually, what we can do, a little bit of a trick. If you really don't want your ramp to get burnt, you move all the way up to the edge of the wall, and then move along the wall here, and the arrows have a hard time hitting you. Hang on. They've just gone off the thing, so it's good. Alright, they're using ballistas over here. Their chances of hitting are pretty low, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. And they might land a hit or two, but it's not going to be anything major.
Our men have reached the gate with the battering ram.
The Athanatoi should be able to beat them, no problem. Obviously they'd do a lot better job if they could charge in there, but that's not an option. Gotta make do with what we've got.
Our men have done well. The gates have fallen. Give grace to God. It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle.
Okay, I took a fair bit of damage on that, but we should be able to take on another one. Actually, it would... if there's time... No. Actually, here's what we do. Send these guys in. That way they're technically recharged. Just try and break them. Actually, try and use the javelins. Point blank range there, so that's pretty good. Okay, I'd like to go after those ballistas, but I don't think they've landed a single hit yet. So, not a huge concern. Now the gate over here is not well defended, or not defended at all. So they've got two units in there, and the other one is guarding here. Alright, what we'll do is we'll get you up on the wall. Because I don't want to risk the general's bodyguard. It doesn't really matter if he dies. Come around over here. Oh, they got off the wall. Because I don't want the general's bodyguard to fight them. They finally landed here. Well, I could just ram the gate down, I suppose. But no, it's fine. Let's bring the archer over here. Let's come and stand here to try and give them at least some support. Okay, just come and stand over here, because we want to get these guys up on the wall so they can fire onto them. They're essentially wasting their ammo right now. But our guys... Okay, stop. And shoot at them. Good. Every general's bodyguard that we can kill. He's going to save a lot of lives if you have to fight them in melee. In fact, it's just outright wrecking both units. Because they're shooting him in the back. But if you're going to prioritise any unit, definitely prioritise the bodyguard. Because the spear militia aren't really that good of a fighter.
The enemy general lies dead. Good riddance to that desert dog. Pray his death will break his immense resolve.
Legend, how can you play this broken game? The AI is so stupid. Yeah. Well, the thing is, no one's ever said that Medieval 2 AI is good. It's not really about that. It's more like the content in the game is... it supersedes that. It's fine. Anyway, just because every now and again they do absolutely nothing doesn't mean every single time they do nothing. Sometimes they put up a bit of a fight.
Castle is in our favor if we remain true and whole. My lord, we have lost control of the city.
Pretty sure we can get them to break quite easily because their general's dead.
The enemy flees the battle.
Not like they really need any more experience, but I don't know. Remove kebab.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we... We tore them apart, my lord. Victory! We have crushed them.
4 units of Toxotai. Didn't it say that there would be actually good units? But whatever. 3 units is 3 units.
Where to, sire?
Alright, so this is our border here. So Kermanshah is owned by the Khwarezmian Empire. And this is actually a little bit of a problem because I don't really want to go to war with them, and just being on a border with them is probably going to cause them to come at us. But like I said, this is as far as we go in this area here. A string of forts across this way may be a good idea to slow down any possible invaders. And we do have some units here that are pretty badly damaged. Like 1 or 2 of them.
Let me strike, my lord. If they attack this fort, they will be doomed. Onward! Name thy enemy, lord.
Okay, do I have anything else? 39's a bit much. Kind of wish they had taken more damage in the battle now.
Who do I face?
Doesn't matter, we can just leave it there, and then as we continue to accumulate casualties, we'll send someone down. Yeah, it's all good. Alright, so
Name thy enemy, lord.
our next step is actually to go back around this way. I don't want to trespass on their land. To go back around this way to head into Ninawa. which sounds like a Japanese province.
Continuing tomorrow.
But they'll probably have to stay here for a turn or two,
Without a train.
just to maintain some public order. Start religious conversion. Well, actually, might be a good idea. We've already got a what's it called? A thieves guild. We can work towards an assassins guild now, but we need to find ourselves a minor city that we can start hiring assassins from. I think this is where we built the guild, the Theologians Guild, without realizing it. So demolish it there. We'll build the inn next so that we can start training assassins, and I'll designate this area here as my assassins guild. And we've just got to start accumulating points, because this place here will get to large city before too long. I mean, I know the population's low, but it does have a good base fertility. Oh yeah, it's under siege. Okay, so let's have a look here. Even a draw out battle wouldn't necessarily be preferable. There's a lot of cavalry in that, so let's quick save just in case it crashes, and then let's take Luxor off them. I fully expect that they will retake Cairo, but they won't hold it for long. Look at the town, trying to look at its weaknesses. Biggest weakness is the fact that you can get archers up to here and shoot into the town square. However, we don't really have many archers. Alright, so you drop the ram there. Want the Gazmuli and the Toxotai. I'm going to stand over here and wait for the right opportunity. We'll get these guys to try and bash through there. Everyone else just stand there. Okay, and the cavalry move up to here, and we'll just try and find a weak spot in their defenses. This is the weak spot here. Only one of those towers is active. And now both of them are. Still, these towers aren't as dangerous as large, it's got large wooden walls, in my opinion. So when we get close, they won't be able to shoot at them. Oh, you mother of fucker. Man, I'm fine with them fighting. I mean, they are melee infantry, but they're probably not going to win. We can always send another unit around here, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'll have to send another unit over there. What are we going to send? I don't have any damn spearmen. Alright, send the other two Sudanese tribesmen.
It's unwise to praise the day before sunset,
percentages?
but our men are winning the battle.
Well, they're fighting cavalry, so it's natural to expect that percentage-wise it's not really quite in their favour. So don't really look at that at face value right now. But it certainly wasn't in our best interest to fight that, but it wasn't that bad either. Alright, they're leaving the gate open. But I reckon it'll shut in a moment. Maybe not. Okay. So these are Nubian spears. Our Sudanese tribesmen should do okay against them. Anyway, this time the general will be right behind them. Hopefully allowing him to keep fighting them. Allowing them to keep fighting a little while longer. As long as oil doesn't pour on us, I'm happy with this. If nothing else, just exhaust these men so the general can handle them without much concern. Funny thing is, to this day, I don't know what the exact penalties are from being fatigued is in this game. I just know they don't fight as well. That's all good and well, but in what way? Is it a subtractive penalty, or is it a division? Like minus 50%, or is it like minus 5 attack? Don't know. Good they fought to the death.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a war. Give grace to God. We have captured the enemy's walls.
Okay, really winning by a very small margin there, but of course we've sacrificed essentially our weakest units. The local black men tribe. Oh, yeah, whatever. Alright, so what are we doing? We're inside. What are we going to do with it? A lot of guys up on the wall. Bypassing that would be great. A little bit closer over here. The main thing is that I'm trying to find is a way to kill these guys without me taking a lot of damage. Like, I don't want to get into melee with them. I want to shoot them or run them down or something like that. But from what I can see here, there's no options for that. They've got all their bases covered. Can't just rely on him to kill everything. Plus all the infantry up on the walls. His bodyguard over there. Alright, here's something that we could do. It may not work very well, but these guys are always tagging along and they don't do anything most of the time. Let's see if we can sneakily burn someone. And while that's going on, let's bring some Castrofilake as backup. I'm not really too concerned about their fatigue levels, and I never usually are, because they get into a fight and they usually get exhausted within a minute anyway. So it's like making them walk everywhere it just slows the game down so much. Especially when you're doing let's plays. Like if I was just playing on my own, I'd probably walk them a lot more. But we just don't have time to watch them walk. Even on 6 times speed, it just takes too long. I really don't want to have to send the entire army around this way. I just want to sort of distract them away from here so that we can attack this way. Or more importantly, distract them from here so I can get my archers up in the wall, because that could be the most destructive. These guys merely have the opportunity, or enough ammunition to kill 3 or 4 units. No problem. Excuse me, no problem. Pick that up and move it inside. Actually, no, that would be a very bad idea. Let's move it to the side here. Because if I ever need to get the general out of there, he's not going to want a battering ram blocking his way. But at the same time, I don't want it inside in case they recapture this, and then I've just lost a battering ram. I can't get it. I don't know if these guys fight well on the walls or use their flamethrower attack. I know the flamethrower stuff isn't really that effective against cavalry. I mean, just because cavalry somewhat their units are more spaced out than infantry, it's better against clusters of troops if you want to get those kills. Alright, so they're exhausted. I mean, we could let them sit there for a while. They'll eventually become fresh after like half an hour. God, I don't have any bloody spearmen. Alright, I have an idea. You get over here. What I want to do is lure the general's bodyguard around over here so I can burn him. So send these guys up here. I think the Fatimids here don't have any archers. They've got javelin men but no archers. Let's see if he'll come at us. Come at me, bro. Doesn't look like it. Looks like he's turning right over there. Still, we got a few shots off on him. Better than nothing. And they're abandoning this area here in favor of here. That's pretty good. I guess they feel like the assault has reached that point. So let's get the Gazmuli up to here, and the Toxotai to here. And now you're free to take this. They basically gave it away for nothing. Oh, quick, get over here. Kurdish javelin men here that probably aren't going to fight back at us. If you could quickly get over here, I may have missed this opportunity. We could burn them. Actually, what's this? If I could charge into them, that'd be okay as well. But it's not the end of the world. What's more important is getting the archers up here and just shooting the living crap out of them. Yeah, we missed our chance on that one.
Our men have reached the walls with their ladders.
Oh jeez, what are they fighting there? Oh, fuck me sideways. I didn't even realize it. It's like, what's one of my units doing there? It was one of their spear militia. Just fucking blind.
Our men have reached the gate with the battering ram.
Stand back.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Okay, there should be a take on the desert cavalry as long as they're not firing. Right, give them some more Greek fire. You've missed your chance there. What the fuck happened there? Oh, because I gave a move order, not an attack order. Not good. I've blundered. Just beat these desert cavalry and then you can take a rest. That's it. Grind them up like mincemeat. Okay, so these guys are up on the wall. Fire at the cavalry, really. Don't need to worry about the infantry that much. What's this? Spear militia. Shit. Get him out, get him out, get him out. What's this? Arab cavalry, get him out.
Our men have
Good,
done
thanks to that
well.
flame there, at least they
The
broke.
gates have fallen.
Get him over, get these guys over here. Okay, I reckon the archers are actually doing a great job right now. But I gotta get these guys out of here. Let the Castrofilake deal with it. They're firing back. Yeah, they're doing a great job. Okay, we've got this now.
The enemy are
this
badly
is a problem.
blooded. They have lost half their men.
Okay, I need you to kill the enemy general. Where is he?
It is
There.
unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a
It's not a big
worthy
deal, though.
victory.
So yeah, we're losing quite a few units on this one, but yeah, trying to keep my eye on everything can be difficult. Oh, you stupid shit. I need guard mode, so I don't do that. I don't care at all about the our contest, though. Who cares about losing them? What's going on here? Okay, the general's bodyguard's there. Because if we can kill them, it'll make it a lot easier to break these bastards. Alright, well there goes my archers, but they did do a lot of damage. Alright, time to bring in some heavy hitters and just finish this off.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
There's not that many of them left. We've killed 81%, lost half my damn army. But that's okay. Most of the percentage were relatively trashy units. I haven't lost my elite cavalry. Alright, go in there and help finish that off.
Our men have slain the Saracen general. Now we must send his men running back to the desert.
Okay, now whilst it's often like, oh, I don't really want to risk my my flamethrowers. You've got to put them in risk anytime you want to use them because they're such short range. Sort of like javelin men. Shit, motherfuckers. That's it, burn them all.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
Not too fussed about losing my flamethrowers. They've done their worth. Let's finish this off. I'm just glad my general didn't die.
Excellent! This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great...
Yeah, so more casualties than I would have liked to have taken, but as much as in the previous battle that we fought against the Turks, they did a shit job. These guys actually did a relatively good job at stopping me. Every one of my plans had some degree of
We march through your enemy's
loss involved with it.
victory.
And we can't stay here for too long. We got to keep moving. I'm just worried that public order here is not going to be great. It is a castle, so let's see. So just merge all units. Nope.
Let me strike, my lord.
This would be good inside of a fort now.
Orders. My lord.
Right, how bad is it? 55%. Okay, we're gonna have to leave someone behind.
My lord. Victory! March!
65, need one more to leave behind.
Name thy enemy, lord.
Well, they'll be good inside of a fort as well. I really don't want to leave Gracul AI behind, but I don't have a choice. We have to make our way back up. So that's 70%. Actually, let's build that first. Maybe I should have done it in the first place instead of sending the Gracul AI in, but we'll manage. The army that's here is not that large. And the guys here won't do much. If I was to send these guys over here to try and lift this, I don't think it would work.
Orders. Who do I face? We march on our big
Alright, let's kill them. Kill everyone in southern Egypt. Push them out of here completely. The great thing about taking Luxor now is that that's one of their recruitment settlements. So even if we had taken twice the number of casualties that we took, depriving them of a place to recruit is crucial. Means we'll deal with far less frequent armies. Good, they'll come at us. Not concerned if these guys all die off. It's time for them to use their flames and do some real damage. Hang on. I don't really want you to die. You'll be good inside of the fort, so you stand back. If you're gonna shoot anyone, shoot the Arab cavalry. Maybe get a little bit closer. Just standing here. I mean, that's fine by me. Come on, burn them.
The enemy
Okay,
are
they're out of
badly
ammo.
blooded.
Save
They
them if
have
you can.
lost
It's
half
not
their
crucial.
men.
Here, you need to go run them down. Yeah, they won't stand a chance against our guys here. In melee. All good. Take him out.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, glory, praise the Almighty, our enemy. All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won.
It's always a lot easier to go into a battle and take essentially zero casualties if the enemy doesn't have that many troops. Of course, they were really stupid about that. They just let me burn them.
We show little mercy.
Yallah, my Sultan wishes you dead.
I don't really want to leave these guys behind our lines because they've got to keep moving towards Cairo. But if they were to besiege and attack Luxor, we could... I think we'd beat them. So let's keep going.
Yes, marching.
If they don't assault next turn,
Should we
we'll
spare
get in there.
any of them?
So, let's see. If I was to send these guys
Majesty.
Because I really don't want to have to retake the settlement. It'd be so much easier to fight the army. I just don't have any fucking troops. I don't have enough troops.
Yes.
You stand over here.
Move out.
It's risky as hell. Is there any other units here? Including them. But then again, we'll have a general's bodyguard. Let's lift this siege with just what we've got here. It is risky though. Okay, mountain power is fine, but the problem is my troops are spread out. Okay, they've got a lot of infantry. He could probably do this just on his own. Well, no, not necessarily. That's that guy's going to give us some trouble. So we'll need the archers to take him out.
Men, bring our people honor, glory, and most of all,
My lord, the tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
First order of business is to go and meet up with our allies. With our other troops. See, this is the problem here, being spread out like this. If they decide to attack them, well, they're dead. If they decide to be passive, they're dead. No, it looks like they're coming at us. Get rid of them, Desert Cav. Do not skirmish mode. Good. This is the most dangerous unit in the army, so taking them out is going to be really helpful. Why do you break? Fine by me. Come back again. He'll probably come back again. That's okay. Alright, this all worked out actually quite well. You can stay there and keep shooting them because I don't think they've got any fast units, they're not going to catch us. Good, and they're completely out of here now. So just, as much as possible, thin them out. We've got this, we're not going to lose. The general's bodyguard can handle this on his own now. Cairo is saved. I mean, as much as I said he can handle it on his own, it's still better to shoot them. There's always a chance he can get killed. Oh, the Kurdish javelin men. Those guys actually could have killed my general, so yeah, important to shoot them. Alright, I'll put these guys in skirmish mode. There's plenty of room to move. Let's see how they go with that.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such.
Good. Well, they're chasing after my archers. Already exhausted. Oh, it's fucking terrain. They just didn't charge properly. Get into melee. It's fine. Could you stop being bloody stupid?
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and
Alright, forget about them. Oh,
victory will be ours.
Because they're not going to catch up. Oh, actually, they might. Good damn, would you just get into fucking formation? I said you could do it on your own, you're doing nothing. Because if they're not in formation, they won't charge properly, and that's what I need. That was a pathetic charge. Oh, well, that happens.
The enemy general flees like the coward.
Run him
he
down.
is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army. The Lord above is kind. We have captured the enemy's general.
It's going to get to 85%, but I don't think I'm going to get because everything's breaking all at once, and these guys
The
being
enemy
real
are
slow.
badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
But that's not really important. What's important is lifting the siege.
Praise the Almighty! Our enemy has lost his stomach to fight.
Well, we really took minimal casualties on that, but at the same time, we haven't wiped them out. Just try and get as many of them as possible before they get away. That's what happens also when you fight on the edge of the map.
All of
Oh, well.
Christendom will be all.
Still,
by
their
the
army
victory we have won.
is very badly damaged, and they don't get Cairo. That's my thing. I really didn't want them to take Cairo. Right, you need to go back to Alexandria, and you need to go back to here.
March! We march no further. I will not waste words on
So I've got another army, but if they attack us, we'll just withdraw. Should be okay. And now it gives us a chance to recruit more troops,
Name thy enemy.
which will help replenish their numbers as well.
Command me. Let me strike, my lord.
Right, so stand just out here.
Approaching, my lord. Stopping for the night.
How many additional troops do you need? 5. So here's 3.
bringing our troops together.
I wonder if I should just ban the Turco Bowls. No, I'll keep them for now. And then you need 2 more. Take the Akrate.
Yes, my lord.
And you got plenty of reserves waiting for you here, if you need them.
My lord.
Public order here is not a problem, so bring these guys in. Oh, fuck me. So how much heresy is here? It's not that bad, but we'll need these guys here to try and counter this prophet piece of shit.
And you condemn yourself to purgatory.
Oh, well, at least they don't live that long. Sometimes. Let me just quick saving in case it crashes. Alright, where do we go now? What are we doing out here?
Your orders, noble one.
Be gone. You are not mein Kaiser.
Okay. Assaulting Innsbruck should be okay, it's just a castle.
We will engage them honorably.
And if those other guys want to attack us from the rear, so be it.
Who do I face? Name thy enemy, lord. We
Yeah, we've only got 3 ladders here, and there's a sizable garrison in
When
there.
shall we attack the walls, then, my lord?
I really wanted them to attack us so we can have a fight out in the field, but they just didn't do it. They might still do it though,
Words with the enemy.
so I'll give them another turn of siege and we'll just see how we go. Because assaulting that, there's just no 2 ways about it. We're going to take a lot of casualties. I'd rather avoid that.
Let me strike, my lord.
Okay, spend the turn in Varad.
We march.
Let's recruit a few additional units and prepare for the retaking of Casa. I prefer archers over javelin men, but then again, these guys are actually pretty decent in melee as well. And they got good morale. Alright, fuck it. Actually, don't need to worry about them. Okay, these guys here, there's no point them staying here. This is not even close to being a frontier settlement. So, send them up north.
Onward.
useful position to ambush from.
How many free upkeep units do we get here? 2, okay. Okay, let's just have a look at my largest armies. And just make sure that I've used them all. See, I completely forgot about this guy here. The settlement's up here, I think. No, it's there. Tarakan.
We shall continue tomorrow, my lord.
Is there anyone else that I missed?
Your orders, number one. Command me. Let me strike, my lord. Command me. Name thy enemy, lord. Your orders, number one.
Now you need to stay there because public order is going to be shit for a little while. Okay, cool. So let's construct stuff and then move on to the next turn. I think we'll start at the bottom. Work our way up instead of at the top. That being said, I've got enough money to purchase halls in every settlement. I've already gone through all this. Looks like it. Hang on, in... what was that? Other settlement. In Bayer here. Oh, it's too small to have a, the hang thing. It's cool. It doesn't matter. So that's almost done. This could use some additional troops, because the Kievan Rus are on the way. That sounds good. Let's move on. I was hoping they wouldn't build up their defences at Aleppo, but they did. Oh, we'll still beat them. Yeah, no point finding this manually. Just want to resolve it. It's all good.
Noble one, we have something.
So it would be in our best interest to have as good relation with these guys as possible. So trade rights. If we give map for map, it's considered balanced, but they won't accept it.
The Sultan has killed men for lesser.
So instead, I'll just offer them a gift.
A well-considered offer, Sadiq. I bring words with meaning.
We won't do a whole lot in improving relations with them, but I don't know. It doesn't cost me anything. No more theologians guilds. I don't need them because we'll have a master's guild at Vienna. Okay, so here's our opportunity for a draw out. That's good. Take settlement of Aleppo. Good, I was going to do that anyway. Thanks for the extra 2,000 coins. So financially, the Khwarezmians are the richest, but I'm probably the most. I'm definitely the most powerful. I mean, look at the empire that we have here. 65 settlements.
Let me strike, my lord.
I think the additional general was handed here. He's 14 years old. He'd make a reasonable governor, I think. Okay, so if we left him behind along with actually nothing and lower the taxes, it's under control. Good. We'll build a garrison there eventually. Just hopefully the Khwarezmians don't go and kill him.
Approaching, my lord. Camping here, my lord.
This place here is still okay. Maybe even send... Oh, we got a spy here. Good. Maybe even send the bishop into here to start spreading Orthodox Christianity.
Yes, my
Okay, that is a pretty large army in there, but it's mostly full of crap. We don't have a full stack. Assaulting that will be just so destructive on us. But it might actually be in our best interest just to starve them out.
Your orders, noble one. Your Majesty. Bless you, Lord. Back on dry land.
Yeah, I'm not going to build any siege equipment. I'm not going to hire any... Oh, hang on. Axemen aren't too expensive. I'll get some of those.
Begin the siege. Besieging forces reporting, my lord.
And, I mean, it takes a long time to starve them out. But at the same time, that's a entire one of their armies that they still have to pay for. I mean, I have to pay for my army, but I've got more money than them, so... they can suck my dick.
Yes.
Move out.
I just don't want to assault that and lose like 90% of my army. Because it just will be a difficult fight. God damn it, they've
Command me.
they're buffing up the defenses here. So let's have a look at us compared to the Holy Roman Empire, who seem to be our next major rivals. Let's go top five factions. And it says here, so the Cumans, so the Khwarezmians are closest to us. They're all fairly close to each other, but I'm just skyrocketing above them. So militarily, we're above them, so they're ranked number 5, I think. The Cumans are in somewhere in here. Productivity, way above them. Territorially, of course, way above them. Financially, not way above them, but above them. Population above them. Overall, good. So, because I'm pretty much at war with everyone except for the Khwarezmians out of that top 5. Well, and myself. This is interesting. They've put a unit here.
You are not my Kaiser.
Possibility for a draw out.
Your orders, noble one.
Come and face the might of the Reich, coward!
See, I don't know what the other units are. And there's this here.
I will not waste words. Come and face
Full
the
of
might
Lucken
the
spearmen
Reich,
there.
coward.
Yep. Turn away from the siege. Attack them here. We are massively outnumbered, but their troops are so terrible that I'm not concerned at all. I mean, if we just send in a massive cavalry charge over here, we need to make sure we snipe him. That'll crush them. Then over here, Leopold the Chivalrous. If we can kill him and just make sure we just run all these guys down, it doesn't even matter if we don't kill them. Okay. Even with all the numbers, it still says it's in our favour. It'll save so many of our men's lives if we fought it this way. If we can be successful. And even if we're not successful, we will do a lot of damage to their army. It will be a lot easier to assault the settlement next time. Okay, the enemy reinforcements are coming from where? Right behind us, I think? Or from there? It doesn't matter. Okay, so let's just reorganize this really quickly. Okay, so they can put down sharpened stakes, the Bulgarian brigands. But I'm just thinking, where are the enemy coming from? Wherever I put them, I'm probably more likely to run into them myself. I'm attacking to the side. They're coming from over this way. This is where they're coming. So, if you want to anticipate that, putting the sharpened stakes here might be best. Of course, they probably won't charge into it, but we'll just see how we go. Alright, so... yeah, you know, I will send my entire infantry force forward, because I think we can get a mass rout very quickly. That's what I'm sort of counting on. I'll bring both of my generals on this flank, and all of the Scholarii over here. You'll go on ahead to try and snipe the enemy general. Yes, just stay there.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
Okay, there's no time. Just charge. I mean, the thing that sucks about this is that we're going to be in the forest. So I've sort of sacrificed these Bulgarian brigands here in the hope that their cavalry charge into this. And you should definitely be using your ammunition on the mounted sergeants, not on spear militia. Their ammunition's they just don't have enough of it to waste it on such trashy units. I really wish I wasn't fighting in the forest. Okay, starting to do some damage to him, that's good. Probably not going to kill the general just on that though. Where are they? I can't see my bloody units. They're over here. Okay, charge into this. Good, they broke. Excellent. Get in here.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
Seems kind of like they're not paying that much attention. Definitely want to be firing at the enemy cavalry. Difficult to cycle charge in the forest just because I can't see what I'm doing. See, over here we're fighting the mounted sergeants. No, I want you to run them down. You get over here. You go and fight the mounted sergeants. Why are they having a hard time? I can't see what I'm doing. This is the worst. Fighting. I absolutely hate fighting in forests. I avoid it at all costs if I can, but I almost always don't fight anywhere near as effectively if I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, look at the first army is getting crushed.
The enemy general has no honor.
Okay, kill him or capture him.
He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
Like, I can't see where my goddamn units are. Fucking trees.
Glorious heaven above. Our men have captured the enemy general.
I gotta zoom in so much to see what they're up to. Okay, the first army should be falling apart. I do like it that in the later Total War games that there's an option to basically hide the trees. See, against a human player would be fine because they'd have their vision obstructed as well, but the AI can see just fine. Alright, now we're gonna somehow try and run all these fuckers down. Okay. What are you fighting here? You come over here, charge into them. Yeah, they weren't gonna send their cavalry charging in. Okay, so the archers over here. Come and stand here. This is where I want to make my stand. Wait for them to break. Come on, don't let these guys get away. God damn it. Look how many of them there are. Funny thing is, because they broke, provided we win, we get them all back. Where's the goddamn cavalry that I sent over here? Whatever. So these guys here, get them set up.
The enemy flees
Okay,
the
good there, bro.
battle. Run down those worthless peasants.
We just need some time to go get set up. While these fuckers are... They're already here. They're not going to give us a moment's rest. Not even a moment's rest. A moment's time to run these fuckers down. We're forced to just get into combat. Because there's so many of them to run down, we can't stop now. If we want to get inside the settlement, we have to keep going. Which means no time to deal with these fucking guys here, wherever the hell they went. Okay, at least we got the spearmen onto him. Where are you? Unfortunately, I can't save them right now. Okay, what have we got here? It's more important for us to kill these guys than to save them. If they want to save themselves, all they need to do is break and just get themselves captured, because then they'll come back. Okay, I think we've reached the point of 85%. I think. God damn it, this forest is reducing my optimal performance on this battle by like a lot. I could do so much better if it wasn't for this, because I just can't see. I can't see what I've done. This doesn't give me enough information. I was hoping to defeat the first army quicker. Okay, so you're okay. Just try and get out of there. But the problem is I can't see what's going along here. Good, we got him.
The enemy general is dead. We have sent the idiot to hell.
Good, but okay. Well, we should just be able to just a bonsai charge in, and they should just break. So everyone get in there. So kind of stroke of fortune that the enemy's aggressiveness really backfired on them here. Like I said, as long as we kill the enemy general, all we have to do is capture all their infantry. We don't need to worry too much about their cavalry, which I know have already taken a lot of damage anyway. So if you have a look at this, how many of them got away? Most of them are just like handful of men. Yeah, just bits and pieces. So I'm assuming that the first army got obliterated. I mean, we're already at 74% kills. We've barely even started killing these guys. Okay, yeah, we got this. I can't stand fighting forests. It frustrates me. There's nothing bad about the game. The AI did a good job, I suppose, by hiding in the forest. That's what they should do if they want to stop me. I desperately need visibility. I rely so heavily on it. I can't just look at the map and be like, oh yeah, that unit there is my archer, because it's all just arrows. I do like it in the newer Total Wars though that they do. You don't get the things on the map on legendary difficulty, but at least on other difficulties, it tells you sort of at least what type of unit is there. That's actually very helpful. Yeah, we've got this. Yeah, they've got such a long way to run back. I don't know which unit hasn't broken yet. Just in our way. Stay back.
Praise the Almighty! Our enemy has lost his stomach to fight. We must push our advantage.
So it's already saying 97%, but let's just run down every last one of them, just in case. Because I don't want to leave anything to chance here. Casualties wise, we lost 28% of our forces. That's okay. Most of what we lost were infantry. Which is, I don't really care that much about the infantry. It's the cavalry I care most about. Yeah, we're not going to catch them. Yeah, I don't know if we really need to run them down, but let's see if you can get to it.
All of Christendom will be awed
Dead
by the
and
victory
dead.
we have won here today.
I beg of you, don't do this.
And by capturing Vienna, we'll get the access to the the Master Theologians Guild, which will mean that we can't build one ourselves, but will help our global bonuses to
Let me
orthodoxy.
strike, my lord. My lord, should we spare any of them?
Oh, I think we destroyed it.
Stood no chance. I have
You
silenced.
fucking sacking piece of shit. I was relying on getting that. I mean, I don't need it. More important to get like a Master Thieves Guild. Man, if there was a Master Thieves Guild and sacking it destroyed it, that would have really pissed me off. Man, they absolutely destroyed the building completely. Pretty sure they had one there. Oh well. It's gone now. Doesn't matter. Didn't desperately need it. But it's important to sack the settlement because I need to get the public order under control because we've got to keep moving. So Poland wants to now take Esztergom, which they will not. So going into Bohemia, I don't think Bohemia was controlled by the Roman Empire. So we won't take that.
Your orders, noble one.
Alright, so let me just quick save it. Okay, so we're at an hour and 7 minutes. I'd rather not have to do any of these battles again if it crashes. So it might be a good idea to sort of end the episode here. I know not all of these episodes are, well, actually very few of them are 90 minutes, but like I said, this game does have a tendency of crashing. And I really, if it crashes again, if it crashes, I'm not fucking redoing any of that shit. Like, you guys will just miss the footage, so it better just release slightly shorter episodes. Anyway, that's the end of this episode, so like, subscribe, part 11 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.